Forsyth County is in a very good position. When it comes to transportation, we're in a much better position than most. We're not immune to the congestion problems and the capacity problems, many of what you see right here behind me on Post Road. But what I can tell you is we have a plan. We have high-level professional men and women that are working that plan. The plan's successful. In making that plan successful takes a partnership with Department of Transportation. It takes partnerships with our contractors. We certainly can't do this alone. We've been very successful working with our District 1 counterparts over at Georgia Department of Transportation. I would say that we are in a much better position leveraging those dollars than even many of our neighbors. And it's the simple fact that we have a good relationship with DOT. Today we're out here at Post Road. Post Road improvements is going to be broke down into two different phases. We're out here at Majors at Post Road, which is about midpoint in phase 1. DOT has allocated approximately $62 million for this project. Those dollars are programmed. What that means is this project is hit the ground running. We're completing, updating the plans. We're going to go into right-of-way this year and then continuing to move straight into construction with no delay. Ronald Reagan Extension is certainly progressing, and as I look in the last year, we've seen massive improvements. If you ride down through the southern section, most of that road is at grade, meaning that they've built the road up, they have put the infrastructure in under the road. And then the northern section, over the next 4 to 6 months, we're going to see some massive improvements out there, and it's on track to be completed late next year. If you're here at the T-Summit, you sat through some of the traffic and some of the congestion. There is an end in sight. And I think that's the takeaway here, is that there is an end in sight. Very soon we're going to be shifting traffic from 369 up to the bridge with the exit and on-ramps being deployed and opened up there. And then that project is also on a schedule to be done and completed late next year, both the 400-369 interchange as well as the 369 widening. McGinnis Ferry at 400, that's a Georgia Department of Transportation project. That's an interchange project. That's going to be a new exit off of 400. Then we have a multi-jurisdictional partnership with Alpharetta, Johns Creek, Georgia Department of Transportation, which will complete the McGinnis Ferry widening project, which is the last section of two-lane, what I call the bottleneck of McGinnis Ferry from State Route 85 all the way to what's going to be the new interchange is State Route 400. The other one that's a big project is going to be Old Atlanta Road widening. Those residents down there are very excited to see that we're finally going to complete and construct the last two phases, which is phase 4 and 5 of the Old Atlanta widening project. When we're talking about capital projects, I think one important thing for Forsyth County residents to understand is in the past year and a half, we are delivering those capital projects a little differently than what's happened in the past. We have stood up a capital projects team. It's a team of professionals that are project managers, architects, engineers, and then field staff so that we have eyes in the field. They're delivering these projects at a very high level. What this does, it's really twofold, where it gives us the ability to keep our promises to the residents of delivering these projects. What it also does is it allows our engineering team to work on the planning and the programming so that we continuously keep this snowball, if you will, rolling down the hill rather than backing up. We can't lose sight of our 1,200 miles of existing assets that we maintain on a daily basis. We've got some phenomenal staff working with some of our consultants. We've got a 10-year outlook of a plan to relieve some of that congestion. We feel like we're doing a good job. We're doing the best we can, keeping up with growth. Thank you for being patient, and we ask for your patience. We understand there's a lot under construction, a lot of roadways under construction. We also know that there's a lot coming in the future.